Hey everyone, Gil here at Camppatton Family Compound. Well, my wife and son have gone back to California, and before my son left on Saturday afternoon, he went and used the Bioesc fungus killer, black mold killer. It kills all that stuff. It's the same stuff I used on the roof in 2019 in the videos from when we replaced the roof on one section of the California house. Anyways, he went and wiped down all of the boards, all the surfaces, everything. Did overspray onto the black Tyvek material down below there and made sure everything was good. Then he went and took some towels and wiped down all the wood, make sure it rubbed the Bioesc skin. And he didn't just pour it on there. Yeah, he used a little spray bottle. So, and then, we let it dry for several hours before we vacuumed down there and got up all the dust and everything. Anyways, since then, on Sunday I started doing a little scraping in here as best I could with my knees. And I'm using a paint scraper here with the edges on it and just kind of scraping at it. But where it's really thick, I'm using a chisel to scrape along. And so like here, I'll get out here where it's thick and I'll just work the chisel into it to get it down like that. And then when I get it down close, I'll take the scraper and finish up on it. One of the things my wife got, though, she wants me to put under there and test it out. And we're going to see what it looks like here before I head to California in a week or so. That's this stuff here. And the one area we're going to be putting it is the one area that I had concerned about was back underneath that part there where they pulled some of the damp insulation out. You can see some of the water stain under there. And so they reached back underneath it as far as they could to grab the insulation and pull it out. It was mainly dry, but there was still some concern that there was a little bit of moisture in there, which is one of the reasons we're leaving this open for 2 weeks. At least. So I'm going to stick this back under there and we're going to see how it does in the next 7 days, the next week, to see if it's pulling moisture out of the air from down there. All right. And so what I'm going to do here in a minute here is a couple seconds for you. I'm going to give you some high speed of me working out here on this. Not very much, just a little showing you how I work and use the tools out there exactly. All right, so let's get to it here in a second. First thing I'm going to do is to make sure the edge here is all squared up here from where the sun came through with the saw. I'll use the scraper. It's a bit thicker in the corner here because he had to stop the circular saw back a little bit, coming each way. Of course, he went a little bit farther than he wanted to here. And so it broke out thicker, so I'm going to work on taking off some of this high stuff here, which is pretty daggone high. So here we are. Got that one done. So one is completely done all the way across now. A couple of them out there. I just got to go out there and just knock off a little bit on them, but there's a couple like this one here has some big stuff on it, and a couple on the other side of the wall there have like that much on it, almost half an inch of board, particle board on it. So I'm not going to make you watch all that, so this is it for now. All right, so for me it's been several hours. 5 or 6, I guess. I finished scraping everything down there. All these boards, all 6 of the boards going over are scraped. The edges are all, clipped off and squared up and everything. So the kitchen's done. Now I just need to come in here, and there's a little bit on this one right here to do, and that big old nasty one there. Everything else in here, I just probably need to trim a little bit right there on that one. Yeah, and so once I do this board, that board, and trim that just a little bit right there, this will be done tomorrow. So I ain't gonna do it tonight. All right, if you haven't had a chance to subscribe to the channel, please go down and click the red button down below that says subscribe, and then ring the notification bell. That way you'll get notified every time I post a new video. Also, if you give me a thumbs up, that would help me out with YouTube's analytics. So, and if you think any of your friends might enjoy learning some of the stuff from what I'm doing or laughing at me, hey, I don't care. They may laugh at me, but they may pick up a little tidbit of information that'll help them out later. So go ahead and share it out to them as well. Alrighty. Now, everyone, stay happy no matter what life throws at you. Stay prepared, and I'll see you in the next video.